Gorilla versus leopard, the honest truth. Although this soy boy grass eater is renowned for its unmatched strength among primates, the question arises as to whether or not this sheer power would be of any use when confronted with a life-canceling machine like the African leopard. To put it simply, based on the results of this survey that I conducted a few days ago, it appears like you guys have everything under control. One of the respondents even referred to me as an idiot for claiming that this fight could be considered even halfway fair. To what extent, however, does this poll accurately reflect the current state of affairs? But that's not the case. Now that we have that out of the way, let's discuss the 8 most important aspects that will influence the outcome of this scenario, as well as some genuine real-life examples of situations in which they have come into contact with one another in the wild. To maintain a level playing field, the battlegrounds will be set up in an open field, which will ensure that none of the participants have any significant advantages. In addition to this, we will be utilizing the eastern lowland gorillas as a reference, considering that the size of gorillas can vary quite a bit depending on where they are found, and the population of gorillas that live in the eastern lowlands happens to be the largest of all the gorilla populations. In addition to this, we will be referring to a male gorilla that is in top physical condition and is also referred to as a silverback. Leopards, like gorillas, can vary in size depending on where they are found. Nevertheless, we will be utilizing the African leopard because it is commonly considered to be the largest of the 7 species. As was the case with the gorilla, we will be employing a male who is in the best possible physical condition. On the other hand, let's begin by contrasting their respective sizes. As of right now, a fully grown silverback gorilla is a massive ape that normally weighs somewhere about 195 kilograms, 430 pounds. To add insult to injury, they are not even close to being considered a short king because they are capable of reaching heights of up to 6 feet while they are standing straight. Their enormous arm span, which can reach up to 2.6 meters or 8.5 feet, is another noteworthy statistic. The leopard, on the other hand, weighs approximately 90 kilograms or 200 pounds, but they may grow to lengths of up to 1.9 meters or 6.2 feet, and that's without even taking into account the length of their tails. The comparison of 2 creatures that are so drastically different in size is typically futile because it would be fairly biased in favor of one of the species. There are, however, a few distinguishing characteristics that are shared by both the leopard and the silverback, and these characteristics will be discussed in more detail in the following paragraphs. After that, let's have a look at the contrasts in their strengths. Silverbacks are particularly well known among gym bros for their amazing physique and raw, untamed strength. This is especially true of the silverback. It is possible that the gorilla, in general, is the single finest advertising that vegans can obtain. This is because gorillas do not consume any meat at all, but they nevertheless have such impressively powerful bodies. Now, there are actually a number of biological and physiological variables that contribute to the fact that gorillas, particularly silverbacks, are an exceptionally powerful species. In the first place, they have a distinctive blend of muscle fibers, as they primarily possess type 2 muscle fibers, which are accountable for explosive power. This is in contrast to people who primarily possess type 1 muscle fibers, which are improved for endurance. Furthermore, silverbacks have an abnormally high level of testosterone in their bodies, which is a further noteworthy characteristic. In addition, as was noted, they have arms that are extremely lengthy in comparison to their bodies, which provides them with a significant mechanical advantage that allows them to cause massive blunt force damage. On the other hand, the leopard has a significantly more thin and leaner physique. You should not be fooled by this, however, for they are among the most powerful cats on the entire planet. Using only their jaws, they can effortlessly lift prey that is far heavier than themselves into trees. Therefore, it is possible that they do not possess the same level of physical power as the silverback. Nevertheless, what they lack in terms of size and strength, they make up for in terms of speed and agility, which is the next point on the agenda. You have to understand that leopards are designed to engage in protracted high-speed pursuits, with speeds reaching above 40 miles per hour, 64 kilometers per hour. When compared to leopards, silverbacks are incredibly powerful, but they are unable to achieve speeds that are even remotely comparable to those of leopards, not even over short distances. In addition, the leopard is superior in every conceivable manner regarding its agility. Not only are they capable of jumping tremendously high and further than anyone else, but they are also very good climbers. Now, clearly, the gorilla is also a terrific climber, but it is important to keep in mind that we are dealing with a gigantic, pumped-up silverback here, and it will most certainly not possess the same smooth climbing talents as younger and smaller gorillas. There are some startling disparities between the two individuals in terms of endurance. As was indicated previously in the movie, gorillas have a greater number of type 2 muscular fibers, which are beneficial for explosive power but not so much for endurance. When it comes to persistent high-intensity activity, they are not designed for that. On the other hand, the leopard is not. The fact that they are smaller in size implies that they expend far less energy when moving around, which results in a significant boost in their overall endurance. In contrast to the leopard, the silverback is able to sweat, which significantly reduces the likelihood that it will overheat. This is the silverback's most notable characteristic. In the following step, we will examine each of their specific defenses. Because it has thicker skin and denser hair, the silverback has an advantage over the leopard in this regard. The only issue is that the majority of silverbacks have less fur, or sometimes no fur at all, on their chest, neck, and upper belly area. This could prove to be a significant vulnerability in the next showdown, which is scheduled to take place. Primates in general, including gorillas, have skin that is extremely tight in comparison to the skin of other animals. This makes them extremely prone to scratches and cuts, which is not the best situation to be in when you are engaged in combat with a large and malicious cat. The lack of offensive measures, on the other hand, is the silverback's most significant drawback. To be more accurate, a silverback does not possess claws, nor does it possess particularly sharp teeth. Nevertheless, it does possess some enormous canines. However, in most cases, they are essentially forced to rely only on their physical power to deal damage. Imagine how quickly and forcefully they can swing those meat clubs around. I mean, just look at it. Even a single swing from them could result in significant harm to the target. Conclusion. In a head-to-head confrontation between a silverback gorilla and an African leopard, the outcome is determined by a combination of factors, each contributing uniquely to their abilities in combat. While the leopard is a swift, agile, and precise predator, equipped with lethal claws and teeth and unmatched stealth, the silverback possesses immense physical strength, endurance, and defensive advantages. Ultimately, the fight's result would depend heavily on the circumstances. In a surprise ambush, the leopard's skill set is likely to dominate. However, in a direct face-to-face encounter where the gorilla's immense size and power could be fully utilized, the scales may tip in its favor. The silverback's ability to deliver devastating blows with its powerful arms and its natural aggression could counter the leopard's agility and predatory prowess. Thus, while the leopard's predatory expertise makes it a formidable opponent, the gorilla's overwhelming physicality and unpredictable fighting style could very well secure its victory in a fair, unambiguous fight. It's a clash of evolutionarily perfected attributes, making this hypothetical battle an enduring debate in the realm of animal confrontations. Enjoyed the content? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Your support means the world to us and keeps us motivated to bring you more awesome videos.